Mr. Giuliani, did you ask the president for a pardon?
Oh, are you really going to ask me that? Of course I did. That's so ridiculous.
Have you committed any crimes that you would need to be pardoned for?
That's a very insulting question.
Are you
I did not ask the president for a pardon, and I have not committed any crimes.
Stakeouts are tedious. They're long. It's waiting. Everything moves really quickly as soon as the target appears. You could be waiting for hours and hours and not have any opportunity. One of my favorite quotes is, "You miss 100% of the shots that you don't take." There is no 100% certainty that you're gonna go on a stakeout and find the person that you want to talk to. But, you know, if you set yourself up to be there and be present and really seize on any opportunity that you see, the majority of the time you can walk away with having an interaction. You know, hopefully we'll see Rudy and ask him what he thinks about the January 6th indictment. It's raining. We're probably gonna pack it up soon here and try to come back again tomorrow. In December of 2020, I was on the ground in Atlanta, reporting on Republican efforts to overturn the election. Giuliani and the Trump legal team falsely claimed that the Georgia election was rife with fraud, despite audits, a hand recount, and aggressive pushback from the governor and Secretary of State, both Republicans. These efforts were part of national strategy Giuliani coordinated across battleground states like Arizona, Michigan, and Pennsylvania, with John Eastman, the architect of the fake elector scheme. Nearly a year after my encounter with Giuliani in Georgia, I talked to Eastman at the Claremont Institute Gala, and he described his and Giuliani's efforts to pressure state legislators.
Trump, Giuliani, and me met with 300 legislators on January 2nd via Zoom conference call. And they all spinelessly wouldn't do anything, right? Even though we'd given them all the evidence, they wouldn't do it. So, look, I very much wish it were otherwise, but these guys are spineless.
NBC News can now...
Fast forward to August 1st, 2023, and Giuliani is reportedly co-conspirator number one in special counsel Jack Smith's indictment of Donald Trump over the January 6th attempt to stop the Electoral College certification in Congress.
The defendants' 2020 re-election campaign attorneys would not.
But how did the man once widely beloved across partisan lines for his leadership during 9/11 come to this fall from grace? I sought out New York newsman Keith Olbermann, who has reported on Donald Trump and Rudy Giuliani for decades, for more context.
Protect Donald Trump.
Like a lot of the people who have stuck with Trump, there are not alternatives. Theoretically, Rudy could walk into Jack Smith's office tomorrow and go, "What do you want to know?" But it wouldn't match the rest of his life, and it would require him to essentially say, "My public career is over." And the one thing we have seen since October 1st, 2001 is Rudy Giuliani has to have a public life. The backpatting and the support that he got after 9/11, he became addicted to. And there were lots of flaws in this man beforehand. He did sort of run this city, you know, irrespective of the laws, and there's a little tinge of fascism here and there. I had experiences with him in the 90s where it was very similar to Trump. It's like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? He's a little... October something 2001, Rudy Giuliani proposed postponing the election of the next mayor because we couldn't basically function without him. And then when people went, "Are you out of your fucking mind?" He said, "Well, then we should have co-mayors for like the first 3 months." But let's just go back also to his run for president. He was the leader in all the polling into 2007, and he won one delegate. The symbolic end of his campaign was when a remark was made about every speech he made containing a noun, a verb, and 9/11.
And the irony is Rudy Giuliani, probably the most underqualified man since George Bush to seek the presidency, is here talking about any of the people here. Rudy Giuliani. I mean, think about it. Rudy Giuliani, there's only three things he mentioned in a sentence, a noun and a verb and 9/11. I mean, there's nothing else.
I truly believe half of what Giuliani has done for Trump is actually a way of attacking Biden. So all that part of this, the Ukraine, Burisma controversies, the constant flogging of the Hunter Biden story, the appointment of the special prosecutor in that case, or the special counsel, this is largely a personal vendetta of Giuliani's versus Biden. And Trump just happens to be the person who aids that. And then there are also the other 50% is his relationship with Trump that goes back 40 years.
On August 14, 2023, Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis charged Trump, Giuliani, Eastman, and 16 others for their efforts to subvert democracy in Georgia.
A true bill of indictment, charging 19 individuals with violations of Georgia law arising from a criminal conspiracy to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election in this state.
What would you ask Rudy if he walks out the door? This is part of the process. We have to
Sure.
talk to each
Yeah.
other and game out questions.
What happens when Donald Trump throws you under the bus?
That's a great question. That is a great question. So, what are you going to do when Donald Trump throws you under the bus, Mayor?
You guys are waiting for the mayor?
Yeah.
He's not coming down.
Yeah.
I'm heading to security. He's not coming like any time. He's staying in all night. So just letting you know.
Cool.
I'm not playing games. Like I'm serious. 4 o'clock. He had a press conference. He didn't come down.
Why not?
He didn't want to come down.
Not going to press her?
He's advised by his lawyers not to talk to anybody. So,
Can you say that again? He's
No.
advised by his attorneys.
no, and that's off record. So don't even post that. So okay. If that gets anywhere, we're gonna have problems. Actually, give me your card.
Have a good night. Tell Rudy to come down. We'll have fun.
He's not coming
We'll
down.
have fun. It's a party.
He's not leaving the house for like the next 3 weeks.
If Rudy is cornered and there is no escape, and Trump is cornered and there's no escape, Rudy goes, "Do you want me to wear a wire? Okay, I'll wear a wire." And he turns. If it's Trump or Rudy, the guy who walks out of the room alive is going to be Rudy, one way or the other.